Hello everybody, Cacheman here. I'm in a place called Hewlett Gulch, which is just above the Cache le Poudre River, and I'm west of Fort Collins, Colorado, for a great hike and some geocaching. Let's go see what we can find. And gee, I might even hide a cache or two out this way. Somewhere here, there's a geocache. Since there are some boulders here, I suspect it's probably under these rocks right here. At about 1/3 mile from the trailhead, I found my first cache along the way, and this is it. I've already signed the log. I'll put it back, and we'll head on up the trail to see what else we can see and find. Right behind me is this big boulder right here, and it looks like a great place to put a new cache. So I think I will. There's a nice cubby hole back there. This will fit very nicely in it, I think. Let's go take a look. On second thought, I believe there's a wasp nest here somewhere. I think I'll find a different place. Looked like a pretty good spot for one. There's even a rock next to it to cover up the hole with. Oh well, with the wasps around, maybe not. I've had 3 DNFs on the way up here. 2 of them required a bit of a climb, and the third one I just didn't spot it. See that rock formation behind me? You have to climb up there, and I did, but it was pretty dicey, I thought, for me, so I decided to come back down without finding that cache. But there's more, and I still have two caches to hide up here somewhere. I finally found a place for that cache I showed you earlier. Let me show you. I just have to cover it up with something. Two handy rocks. Of course, there's rocks all over the place here. Pretty close to the trail. Cache is right up there. Let me zoom in on it. Alright, the view in the area is quite nice. Great rock formation here, but this is northward on the trail. I see some nice fall colors. Looking east and back south where I came from.
Three days later.
Sometimes when you hide a cache, you get a surprise. You find out that there's another one that's too close, that isn't on the map, perhaps a virtual for a multi-cache, and that was the case with my quick draw cache. So I had to come back up here to Hewlett Gulch once again, this time by bicycle, to find a new spot, which I did. See that big rock back there? I found some nice rocks to help conceal it behind this rock here, and I noticed another interesting thing. This stuff. I always called it segment grass, but in keeping with the theme of Quick Draw, who's a cartoon horse, this is actually called horsetail. This horsetail comes apart in segments. There's the cache, and 3 rocks, and I probably won't use the stick. Rock number 1 is in place. There's number 2. There's number 3. Shouldn't be too hard to find. And what a great view there is right here by the cache. It's mid-October, so the trees are in their nice fall colors. This is the view of the final spot of Quick Draw, which I think is the final spot. You have to head up the hill. Do you see where it is? There we go. I relocated it to accommodate another geocacher who happened to hide a cache the same day that I first put this one, or at least in its third spot, and so it got moved up here. And this is a good spot too, just a couple days delay in getting it published. This is the other cache I'm planning to hide up here today. This is Trail Mix number 51, and it's the first one of the Trail Mix series to be placed in northern Colorado. I found the spot for the Trail Mix cache. Take a look right here. I just have to move a few rocks to get it concealed right there. There's rocks all over the place here. Just one more rock. Right on top of it. And here's the view from the cache. "169 feet back there, there's a cache. Looks like someone's been doing some digging here. Well, let's see what's back here. I think I see the cache down there. So what I saw was not the cache, it's just a bottle. The cache is right here. Looking back out. Let's get out of here. There's one more cache to find, and it's on the way back. I'm at my turnaround point, and I have about 2.5 miles to go to get back to where I parked, but just 1/10 of a mile to the last cache I'm going to look for. It's up there somewhere. A really nice spot for a cache. Had to climb up a little ways. I won't give it away, but I'm standing right on top of it almost. Look at that big fella. I signed the log, and there's a nice bag of swag in there. Let's put this back together, and we'll head back down the trail in this direction. This has been quite an enjoyable trail up Hewlett Gulch today. I found a few caches and hid two, and had several DNFs as well. Some of these caches back here are of the higher terrain variety, and I didn't go for those. Also managed to scratch up my glasses pretty good by that mine when I took a tumble coming out. But I'm okay. A little scratch on my hand too. But thanks for watching this episode of Caching with Cadgerman. I'd appreciate it very much if you would subscribe to my channel, and also to click that like button down there if you are so inclined. So until we meet again somewhere down some other trail, or who knows, maybe even this trail. Take care, everybody. So long. Thanks for watching this episode of Caching with Cadgerman.